November 13, 2017, 8:12 p.m. EST. So to be clear, it is not true that Justin Trudeau skipped a meeting of 11 world leaders planned to close the deal on a remodeled Trans-Pacific Partnership, the only one to do so, or that by refusing to sign held up the agreement. All that happened was that the Prime Minister declined to attend a meeting of the TPP 11, it was 12, before the United States pulled out on the grounds that, as he later explained, we weren't ready to sign, and that as a result the agreement in principle that was to be announced at the meeting was put off for further negotiations. Which is to say, the original story was largely correct, notwithstanding the efforts of the Prime Minister's people to spin reporters after the fact. But an explanation is not a denial. The irritation of the other delegations the Canadians screwed everybody was one of the kinder remarks was widely reported, and if it is now maintained that Canada was never going to sign last week and everyone should have known that, it remains unclear how they could have been led to believe otherwise. Yet that does not appear to have been the case here. No one doubts he had reasons for refusing to sign. That Trudeau told the conference's chair, Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, of his refusal in a private meeting just before the scheduled signing session would suggest the matter was in some doubt until the last minute. That the meeting ran long suggests this was hardly a formality, a matter of confirming what was already known, but was the subject of some negotiation. But never mind, let's accept the official version that this was simply a determined Prime Minister playing hardball. No one doubts he had, and has, reasons for refusing to sign onto the deal. He didn't just do so out of pique, but that's hardly sufficient justification in itself. The question is, were they good reasons? Needless to say, the Prime Minister's office has been less than forthcoming about what his reasons were, and whatever might be said publicly, it may bear only a faint resemblance to reality. Negotiations inevitably involve some degree of secrecy and doubletalk. But of the motives that have been floated, with varying degrees of official encouragement, none seems particularly creditable. One suggestion is that it has something to do with China. The TPP was always one part trade deal, one part geopolitics, being designed as a counterweight to Chinese influence in the region. But the Trudeau government, it is abundantly clear, is embarked upon a strategy of cozying up to China, which it sees as the rising world power.